Previously in Dorkin. The Hounds of War decided to take a break after returning home from the harrowing experience inside the Shadowville. When they reunited 1 month later, the party was visited by a woman named Backbay, who handed them each 200 gold pieces as the people of Evergale had recently paid their taxes. Shortly thereafter, a gnome and a half-orc approached the Hounds of War. They introduced themselves as respectively Secretary Salvador of Soka Industries and former adventurer Scrawny Blake. The reason for their arrival was because the airship given to the Hounds of War was completed due to a generous donation from an anonymous patron. While inspecting the airship, the Hounds of War decided to name the new floating headquarters the Sky Nomad. They also decided to hire former Sky Pirate Raider Mansfield and rebellious Turtle Shelby as the captain and first mate of the ship. Before hiring the rest of the crew, 3 men approached the Hounds of War: Quop the Old Worshipper, Arad the Archer, and Rodri the Bear, who turned out to be the head of security on board the ship. They told the party that they played an important role in protecting Evergale from an attack by orcs, as well as sharing the news that Espen Goldscale had recently become the mayor of the town. The Hounds of War then decided, after a minor discussion, to hire Andy the Surfer Samurai, Bomb the Stegosaurus Warrior, Bonrus the Orcish Werewolf, Ninsunu the Tabaxi Paladin, Wilma the Steam Knight, and Seadri the Cryomancer as the remaining crew members. It was about this time that Blake informed the Hounds of War that his employer, a certain Lord Tristan Blackpine, had a well-paid job for them. The Lord told the party that he wanted to retrieve an artifact stored within the Tricer Guild, the Runeknocker, on the behalf of his friend. The reason for choosing the Hounds of War was due to their recent exploits, as well as the fact that they were outsiders. What followed next can only be described as a confusing chaos. The Hounds of War managed to convince the Guildmaster, Lakitia, to lend them the meeting room within the guild. From there, he is separated from the party in order to seduce the head of security, the noble dragonborn Omer Briathan, as the rest of the party made their way inside the treasure vault. When Aurora claimed the Runeknocker, it triggered a magical trap, and the party was suddenly attacked by a treasure golem as well as mimics in the shape of treasure chests. After the fight, Jace attempted to communicate with Ias through his familiar Arthur, but failed. This was because there was a magical seal surrounding the vault, preventing them from casting magic that would pass through, including preventing teleportation magic from working, which had been the party's plan to escape all along. Meanwhile, with Omo taken care of, he snuck his way to the vault, only to realize that it was blocked by several guards in animated suits of armor equipped with 6 magical wands around their right arm akin to a Gatling gun. He also noticed that across the corridor he was standing at, another group of people were staring at the guards, one of them being the previous member of the Hounds of War, Panan the Bard. While the Hounds of War made a new plan to escape, Jace casting greater invisibility on both himself and Aurora, while Naris and Blake transformed into cats and jumping into Jace's bag of holding, the door to the vault opened, and the spellsluggers unleashed a barrage of magical missiles. 24 arrows all pierced Jace's chest, causing him to go down and fall unconscious, and the great invisibility spell on Aurora to dissipate. Out of pure desperation, Aurora cast a darkness spell around her, and while covered by the impenetrable black cloud, Jace successfully teleported himself and Aurora out into the guild hall. Due to them being inside the bag of holding, Naris and Blake circumvented the limitation of the dimension door spell and followed along. Ias quickly adapted to the new situation and followed after his comrades, and before bursting into the guild hall disguised himself as Omo, and using his quick wits and stern words, made sure that the whole party got out of the guild. With the Runeknocker now in the possession, the Hounds of War now make their way to Lord Tristan's manor. Before we actually jump back into the game, I would like to ask you a couple of questions, Davri.
Yes.
During this 1 hour, 1 month break,
Yes.
What did Davri do?
Davri realized that he is, all the support he gets from his deity is great and everything. It does not give him all the ability he needs to protect those he cares about, namely his friends or cohorts. So he has gone to train in the way of the shield and the sword so that he can better protect those by him.
Yeah, and we talked about... Yeah, and we talked about the fact that you trained at the Soul Guards.
Yes.
This essentially Order of White Knights.
Yes.
Where you met a fairly young woman named Captain Fowler, or Indonia Fowler, as she's called. And you two have sparred against her. Again, she's a great tutor and very intrigued by your interest in beauty and art and so forth. And you have also taught her a lot of things during your time. And do you favor any particular one-handed weapon, a sword, I meant, or a mace, or an axe, or it's just basically whatever hits the hardest? And then...
Yeah, I think that I've kind of been trying to develop a style that works despite my small size. Because David's trying to basically be a he holds the ground.
Yeah, essentially
past him.
Both the vanguard, but also the wall.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's kind of difficult to be a wall when you're the height of a very small wall.
Punchable size.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's trying to develop a fighting style, trying different weapons that work for him.
Yeah, cool.
It's all built around stabbing them in the dick. That's the main thing that
basically no kneecap is safe.
No.
Cool. Yeah. So I imagine at this time, because I want all of you to be together in the same path, I guess that after you retrieving the Runeknocker, you then fetch Davri as he's finished.
Yeah. And then I leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, we got you guys together. See ya, I'm out. So what I want to be doing...
And I guess you're heading towards the mansion of Lord Tristan. And when you approach the mansion, you are actually stopped by one of the servants.
Okay.
It says, "No, you can't go in here. What are you doing?"
I kill him.
But are we walking or flying there?
Walking.
Okay.
And essentially, as
Did we take the tube?
You probably just said this, but where are we again?
you are in Solvagite, the capital of the Draconian Empire.
Cool.
Oh,
yeah. Essentially, you've been here, well,
for at least a month.
A month at least. Probably about a month and a week.
City.
Cool.
It's fantasy, you know.
Yeah.
Good.
We take the subway.
Yeah, you take the mine track station, where there are these mine cars dragged by bullets, or essentially a bullet train, as was so pointed out.
Love it.
And you make your way to a mansion. You're stopped by the servant, and he essentially shoves one of you. And as he do, the one being shoved, let's say it's Neris, because you're the one
shoving Neris.
Again, least intimidating and easily pushed. You actually noticed a note being pushed into the inner side of your jacket. Right. Now leave.
I beat the shit out of this dude.
And he essentially looks briefly down on where he's put the note, look into it and
do I see this?
Make a perception check.
Well, then I'm gonna have to kill him. There's nothing left for me to do. That's 14.
While he tries to be stealthy about it, you do notice again.
Oh, okay.
You know a thing about
I spare him this time.
So I guess we'll just turn around then.
Guess so.
Okay. Anything else? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. We're leaving.
Off the premise.
So we'll just go for a bit and then once we're out of sight, I'll take out the...
Yeah, inside the note you see with a beautiful calligraphy written that meet me at the Order of the Moving Shadow, Lord Tristan Blackpine.
That's what it was.
What could it mean? What's the Order of the Moving Shadow?
It's a local monastery within.
Okay.
And you can see that Aurora's I think it's down this way.
So is this? So they are unique in that their shadows do move, unlike other shadows that don't move.
Whose shadows?
Well, so if they're the Order of the Moving Shadow,
well, maybe it's
my shadow moves.
It could be a shadow, like a group of shadow figures who help people, when they're moving from one house to the next.
Oh, are they Aurora? Sorry, over here, Aurora. Are they?
What, brother?
No, man. Let's go meet them. Let's go. Well, no, sorry, not mean. Let's go hang out with them until Lord Tristan arrives.
Well, you head towards the monastery.
Shopping.
You're also free to do so.
Nah, let's just do it.
And when you enter the grounds, the hallowed grounds, you see that this is basically a dreary cloister. Essentially, when you see these old times historical documents in black and white, it's like, oh god, it looks dreary. That's essentially the sensation you get when you arrive, and you see a couple of men standing outside, dressed in grey robes.
You guys, I don't really trust the Catholic Church anymore. All the shit they've been up to, I don't know.
Perhaps I should take the lead on this, as you know. Yeah.
I'm not really big into organized religion. So.
And as you hear behind you, a whisper saying, who's that short fellow?
Whoa!
And he grabs his nose.
Sorry, you snook up on me.
You snook.
Who the hell are you? Yeah, with my 7 strength, pack a mean punch.
You can hear 6. So, Deborah, you take the lead.
Oh, sorry, who was this guy?
Blake.
Oh, it was
It's the first time you ever seen Fabry.
I'm sorry. I thought it was some dude.
No, it's not a random. Sorry, who's the one?
I thought it was one of these ninja monks.
Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and take the lead here, since we are dealing with village people, and I'm still.
Can I do anything to help you? Never mind.
We'll continue then.
Essentially, the half raised hand that just slowly.
Sorry, I don't have anything for you, man. Actually, I don't think I have any spell slots.
No, I think I actually ran dry last time.
No, I didn't. Are you? No, I'm pretty halfway there.
Okay.
I didn't use that many spell slots. I was busy.
Oh boy. Very well. You may. Yes. And you see this elderly man, only hair around the I was going to say rim, but behind his ears.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do want to just note the juxtaposition between these grey people and then extremely, as usual, colourful as usual Davry.
Yeah, it's like essentially you're like the introduction of a colour TV as you pass by, like, oh god, and it's high definition.
Well, we ain't in Kansas no more.
No, I am Father Davry Epton-Buka of the Church of Falaga. I'm here with my compatriots. We are to meet someone.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Certainly, this way. And you see he walks around. He has like a bit of a hunched gait as he walks.
Can someone keep their eyes open for traps?
Yeah.
Yep.
What was the god of this place?
There's no particular god worshipped. Most likely would be someone like Vesh, who is the god of shadow.
Ah, Vesh, that sounds familiar. Do you know who that is, Aurora?
Yeah, a bit.
Ever heard of him? And look at her armor, which has a face of Vesh on it.
Vesh. And you also recall the time you actually spoke to him. And
yeah, sure. So that's fun, isn't it, Aurora, that this place also worships Vesh and you worship Vesh, and they jump in shadows and you jump in shadows. What a weird thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Things happen. You enter a darkened corridor, and at some point, the monk in front of you just vanishes, then appears again. And then you see it's actually because he disappeared behind a pillar that if you had walked past this time like 20 times, you wouldn't have noticed it. But only because he actually stands out from the like, this way. And it leads to this old wooden door. It's basically just tall enough for the tallest of you to like get underneath without scraping your scalps. Yeah, exactly. And
my hair kind of bends.
Again, you catch a couple of cobwebs as you go in. And on the other side, you see three figures standing aside. You see Lord Tristan and the Lord who had hired you. You see Paco. And finally, you see a drow wearing the same sort of garb as the monks and so forth.
Paco!
Hello. Very nice to meet you.
Have we ever met Lord Tristan before?
Yes. The rest of the party haven't. You haven't.
No.
You have just been briefed that they had been hired to do a heist.
But we hadn't met him for that last time.
No, last time was like 3 days ago that you met him.
At least this week would be
exactly.
our first encounter with Lord Tristan.
It's Paco!
Hello. Very good to see you all.
Paco.
Paco.
Yeah.
What I know. Oh.
He's not very big at names.
Well, it's good to see you all again, Lord Tristan says. Golden Retriever, Wolf.
Yeah, right, yeah, that's nice. There's some other names as well, but...
And essentially he goes around and says, Nyx, these are the hounds I met before. The new one I don't do recognize by face, but I do recognize by appearance. You must be Davry, correct?
I am Davry Apachampuka.
Greetings. A pleasure to meet you.
You as well, Lord Tristan. I understand that you had hired the rest of the...
and this, for this time being, let us just keep with the code names.
Yes, Great Dane.
Thank you. Well, let's call you Poodles for now.
Poodles.
I've heard Pug, but...
Pug, yeah, certainly.
That makes sense.
You as well, Great Dane.
Great Dane.
And again, you see, like, he whispers, I didn't choose it myself.
I must be honest, this whole cloak and dagger act is not my strong suit, as you might be able to guess.
Yes, certainly.
Allow
me to reveal more. Again, I had to be certain that I could trust you. First off, have you retrieved the Runeknocker?
Yes, and we even have it with us.
Yeah, and you see Aurora pulls it out.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
And she hands it over to him and is like, good. Lady Kindle will appreciate this deeply. And he puts it behind him on the table.
Just hand over to him.
An epic weapon for mass destruction.
Oh, good.
No, we don't know what it does.
You have been told it is an artisan hammer used to create magical rings.
See, nothing.
Oh, good. Yeah. Totally harmless.
Yeah, no one's ever done any evil with rings.
So allow me to reveal more of why I have approached you.
Oh, it's actually okay. Just pay us, we get out of your hair, you get to go knock some rooms.
Certainly.
It's all cool.
And you see, like, he pulls out 8 pouches, or there must be 6 pouches, one for each of you. And, like, there's a great heft to it as you come up, handed over 800 gold pieces each.
Into the...
I don't want to be that guy, but you really think that, like, as advanced as society is, we'd figure out a lighter way to transfer large amounts of money?
I open my bag of holding. Nope. Thanks, Lord Tristan. Sorry, Great Dane.
Thank you, Golden Retriever. Davry, allow me to be frank with you. I work for an organization known as the Seraphin Cabal. And again, you don't even need to roll a history check, because this is common knowledge. The Seraphin Cabal is essentially the secret service of the Empire. They're the CIA or the MI6, essentially. They do all the business in the shadows, so to speak. I believe you have encountered Paco before. He is also an agent, although not an active field agent as such.
Paco's obsessed with the god, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Sister Nyx is a tutor training our current members. And you can see that Aurora looks at Nyx with like, oh, I did not know this. They two have a history.
Wait, where?
The reason why I approached you is because this item was stolen from a clan of
we
dwarves,
stole it.
And
we just did that.
Yeah. Allow me to continue, please.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Golden Retriever.
Yeah, well, I mean, well named.
The hammer was stolen by an organization known as the Phantoms. Which you also, again, you have encountered before. Essentially an assassin guild. They have been a thorn in our side for a very long time.
What did we call them?
The Phantoms. This item belonged, or let's say, was meant to belong to an operative within the organization, a man named Rashid Narai.
He's a phantom.
Yeah, he's like a superior officer within the organization, essentially. By retrieving the hammer, not only have we improved our relations to the Underground Kingdom, but we have also dealt a blow to the Phantoms as well.
The Underground Kingdom? Or the dwarves?
Yeah, the Frosty, because the Frosty is actually located below the ground of Balmark and some parts of the Empire itself.
Okay.
So, I deeply appreciate what you have done here. I might have preferred if you'd done it more stealthily. I have heard some rumors of your endeavors inside, but, well, in the end, results matter the most. So, I also promised you a party as well, correct?
Yep. That's why I did any of this.
Well, what would you say to be invited to the Imperial Ball, held by the Empress herself?
Sounds interesting.
I believe it will give you a great opportunity to get some business relations out, see some upper parts of the higher echelons, and, well, a good time to enjoy yourself. The ball will be held within 3 days, giving you ample of time to buy new garbs and so forth.
Ample? That's 3 days?
3 days to
find clothes and match shoes to that?
Where will this ball take place?
I can do this.
The ball will take place at the Imperial Seat.
Here
the Imperial Seat is actually the name of the castle within the empire, within the capital.
Alright.
And
So happy.
I'm shaking.
It's the best part.
Aurora is also, you can see, it's like, ooh, interesting new opportunities. But she's actually ushered away by Sister Nyx, who says, Aurora, I'll work with you. And
Neris is just thinking, I wonder how many royal artifacts will go missing that night.
I cast telepathy on my sister so I can die. I let her have her own conversation.
the problem with telepathy, it has to be with a willing creature as well. It's not like a mind reading.
Mind meld.
There's a reason why Aurora won't be part of the party, which will be revealed later on, probably.
Isn't here.
No, actually. The one part is that, but also because me and Vanya has actually discussed what Aurora does in the meantime.
Okay. Cool. I don't need that bitch there anyway.
A party, that sounds interesting. I don't know how I actually sound normally. Blake says...
It's Blake.
Or you have to talk like a bit of Scottish and then Cockney.
It's sort of, it's more, it's bad Cockney. Oh, it's a very squaldy break.
Slow.
It's
Already hello.
squaldy break. And we're also bringing Jason Fennian, right? Our friends.
Fennian seems to be missing for a while. You weren't actually able to.
He's a monk, man. You don't. You never
actually. You tried to find him again, but he wasn't there where he said he would.
Did he slither away again?
Do we have? I mean, okay. Do we have any reason to suspect that he's not just straight up dead?
You don't know.
Oh fuck! Come on.
Well, hey, listen. We know Fennian can take care of himself. Rangers are used to traveling around the world.
Also, we had to literally go into hell to save him from his own problems.
Oh yeah.
Happily, but still.
So, anything else I can be of assistance with?
So get ready for the ball in 3 days.
Indeed.
And
Can we get the
what is our
Yeah, and again he hands you actual invites.
Do we have ulterior motives at the ball at the moment? No, I'm just there to have a good time and steal a bunch of stuff. No, have a good time. I mean? So is it just a party? Are we just there for fun?
There will also be some other news that might be valuable for you as adventurers, but mainly a party, from what I've gathered.
Do we get that news now, or do you want to wait with it?
Again, I know as much as you at this point.
Who's giving us the news?
The Empress herself.
Oh, she's giving like an announcement.
Yeah, she's gonna give.
And it's going to be important for us.
Well,
okay, trust. I mean, great.
Be getting ready then.
Yeah, I have a million things I now need to do.
So is it time for a shopping montage?
You betcha.
Yes, just
Essentially, as you break out of this grey, monotonous cloister bar.
Running. I cast haste on myself. Okay. Alright. What is high fashion in the Empire? Let's do this.
So you'll go to the local
Where
nobility.
do the rich people get their clothes?
Lord Bellen's choice.
Just give me a sec. Belonged store.
That's the end.
There.
Named after the late Lord Bellon Duplensky.
Lord.
See, the thing you don't know is that this is actually the second name Master's going for. The first one's Lord Dickhead.
Exactly.
Decade.
He's a Dick Meister too?
Bellon Kowinski?
Duplensky. Again, it's named after the Lord. There's not him who actually owns this.
Right. He's like the Gianni Versace of the fantasy
like a fashion icon.
Sure. And he was assassinated by a guy. Yeah, cool.
When you enter the store,
He was murdered.
you see a person standing in front of a mirror. He's like putting on a piece of clothes. Like, no. And then it actually changes his shape to another man with like a bit more burly, like.
That's clever. I like that.
Then to a woman. That don't feel right. Oh, sorry. And suddenly you see this pale pink hair and a grey skin and completely opalescent eyes.
Hi.
Oh, greetings. Welcome to Lord Bellan.
Perfect. My companions and I have received formal invites to the Imperial Ball, bitch!
Shut up!
Yep!
You must be so excited.
Right, but we're not sure who we're gonna wear.
It's no easy.
No? No, it isn't.
I remember my first time.
Okay. Are you going this year?
Oh, no.
Why not?
I wasn't invited, dear.
Why?
And you could see like a mental image just...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why wasn't I?
Yeah, indeed.
But I'm also too busy. I have to make new clothing for the ball, you know. I wouldn't have the time of thing.
Has anyone else been in here?
Yeah.
Okay, like who?
A lot of adventures, actually.
Inside check.
Yeah, make...
I intended that.
Okay, so you'll take the 5?
Okay. Well, that's a 4. So, but my insight is really good. Okay, it's another 4. So 8.
8. I believe he's speaking the truth, from what you can gather.
Okay. All right. Cool. So yeah, we need a. I mean, I don't need help. I know exactly what I'm going for, but these idiots do.
Yeah, a lot to work with.
So just to be clear, how many of us are actually going to this thing? Is just the 3 of us?
Blake will also be present.
Right.
Jace will probably retire to the library.
Is it a masked ball?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, that's good news for you, Blake. You might have a chance to get laid. No offense, but some offense.
None taken.
Oh wait, do that scrunchy thing with your face where you kind of look okay.
Oh, you mean a back?
All right, so we need some gowns for the boys.
Certainly.
And we need some masks. So must you do masks?
Yes, certainly. We do everything here.
Brills.
And you see he starts to like make these, you know, the classic frame with 2 hands. Like,
that
looks first and now it's like,
to me.
what would you say to highlights?
You look so cute with highlights.
I'm not even sure what that is.
It's like stripes and I know. Okay, Naris does not.
What about like frosted tips?
No, that's so last year. It wouldn't work anymore.
Yeah,
Again, that's the common people thing now.
I was just kidding.
And maybe emerald green. It would really stand great with your bronze skin.
I like green. Definitely want to go with an haircut.
Okay. Yes.
I mean, yeah, sure. But like a flower theme?
Oh yes. I just got some from Valtorol yesterday. It will be splendid on you.
Yeah, maybe that's a little.
Oh, we also have primal themes if you prefer. I have some nice pelts.
I'm not going to wear a pelt.
But fur's in.
I don't care.
Okay, I can sense a bit of hesitation. Maybe we should move on to...
What time of year is it?
It's actually in the midst of spring.
Okay, so fur wouldn't be that big a thing.
So you, my colourful friend.
I appreciate it very much, but I am a paladin for like
I am so sorry. I overstepped my bounds.
Not at all.
Please,
I
peruse
would
the
be
place.
honored to have worn anything that you yourself make, so I will look at myself.
And then we just see these... Oh, there's so much to work with.
Yeah,
As he looks towards Blake, it's like, okay, first off, I believe this mask will do great, and it's essentially just a cowl. Just
it's a bag. Alright.
It's a burlap sack.
It's a paper bag that says I'm not famous anymore.
okay, so
Just go.
and snake skin. Well, yeah, that is certainly that is fashionable someplace.
With this complexion.
Again, Blake is wearing leather skin. A snake skin leather armor. So
I wasn't gonna say it when I met him, but I thought the same thing.
yeah.
Back.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we can go with this. Yeah, maybe do it a bit more exotic. Do it more like Jorfield style, classic Fallen Empire. Yeah. Certainly. And you just spend maybe an hour for those of you like I just want to be done and quickly, and the rest of you can just spend as long as you want inside.
I go crazy.
Again, it's essentially like
Yeah.
And just outside there's someone.
getting more and more tips on the mimosas they're drinking.
Mimosas? They better be serving goddamn champagne in this place or I am leaving!
Suddenly say, oh, wow, that is.
I think I end up with something... I don't know, I'm not quite sure what it's gonna be yet.
Simplistic with like expensive fabric, or we're talking like patterns and...
Maybe something midnight blue. The midnight blue and gold are gonna be my thing.
Yeah, like the proper royal outfit.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
And maybe a giant, I'm thinking a giant, what are they, the collar, a big...
a plume?
But like comically large.
Yeah.
Kind of out beyond my shoulders.
Is it essentially like Blackadder with it goes all the way up your neck and then out?
Yes. But maybe up past the top.
So then you can wear the fake mustache.
So essentially each time you have to talk you have to like push it down.
Maybe not that big. But yeah, I want a big collar and I want a hat.
Yes, and it's like, is that on the side hat, or we're talking like wide brim, or...
The brim is as wide as the car.
It looks like a UFO.
So it's just like, you just have it going down, and then just slip all the way through.
I'll have to think about it. Because somewhere I have horns.
It'll be horns for the horns.
Maybe I must get a calotte på. Just like a midnight blue...
A yarmulke.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yes.
Yes, that is what is happening.
And a giant collar. And then it's kind of this long, kind of traily thing.
Yeah, essentially like, you almost need a servant in order to pull it off.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you step over it, but you manage.
Yeah. And it's, and it's sort of, it's really broad in the shoulders, so it sort of hangs down.
Yeah.
Making it sort of almost disappear in it.
So essentially because you can like pull things in without it being noticeable.
Yeah. And then, maybe it's like a simple suit underneath and then some insane shoes.
Nice. Cool. Hans, what are you going to try to pull off?
Green dress of some kind.
Yeah, again, very simplistic, like...
A leaf print.
Sure.
Essentially, it's like, like where some dress has this flowery pattern from the fabric itself. That's essentially just with leaves.
I think Nereus won't be as hostile to the idea once the idea of fur goes away.
And then like a wolf mask. I think I want my mask to be a horrible looking demon mask. So that people are positively surprised when I take it on.
So it's actually like almost like a Tenku, like or a Kenku, like.
No, more like kind of scary but hot.
Oh. This ain't your mama's level. Cool. Oh, what about you, Darren? Yes. Yes. But with the last.
Oh no! Here's the thing. There's no there's that color, but I've also done my hair up, so it looks like the feathers of a peacock.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the true peacock art. Yeah, cool. So like this long. What do we call that?
Gown.
Yeah, but it was more like the actual feathers behind.
Oh, the what's it called? The trail. The
Cow? No,
I think the trail.
There's a trail of large peacock feathers.
Yeah.
Are they going to be actually called like ordinary peacock or more like flaggers with the whole?
Oh, much more like flaggers, so all the colors of the rainbow.
Yeah, essentially going from a deep blue colors
NBC
to
logo. Was it the CBC?
NBC.
Yeah,
Something like that.
There's some blue. Sorry.
Yeah, but cool. And like maybe a white dress to pull it off in order.
What? Yeah.
Of course, the white dress. Yeah. White dress.
And then for the night that arrives, I need something to come in on. So
you're gonna use one of the magic.
I'm gonna summon a giant stone peacock.
Do you do that within the shop or when you?
No. I mean, I was doing this toward the night because I don't do my hair up 3 days before.
Okay.
Naris,
your dress will cost about, let's say, 20 gold pieces.
Right.
Your big gown and so forth, that will probably run you 55.
Yeah, well, I'm not paying for that.
You're going to try.
Dine and dash! No, but I'm now like, I'm representing the shop, surely.
No.
To the eyes of the Empire.
Honey, not to be hostile, but a lot of people are doing it.
How many Instagram followers do you have? How many Instagram followers do you have?
1 trillion fantasy Instagram. No, that's enough. I'll pay the man.
And Darby, yours will probably run you about 55 as well.
I'm gonna buy 2 more.
Some spare?
Similar sets?
Just other things.
Oh.
Cool.
I think he's very good. And then,
I think
an even 150 for everything I buy.
Yeah, let's say so. And don't worry about wine and anything getting spilled on it. They are magically enchanted to avoid the common stains and so forth.
I avoid most common stains.
Yeah.
I say with
define common stains.
Ordinary like mud and wine and so forth.
Sure.
To some degree blood, but but for instance, if acid are poured on you, they're gonna burn away.
Acid, yeah.
Flames gonna consume.
Sure, flames, yeah.
Again, it's
like tears and spit.
Yeah, bodily fluid would include because
the stationary is just in a corner with a magazine, just like I don't know these guys.
But only on the outside, not in the side.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna keep this dress.
Cool.
Just ravel my shit up in this stuff.
It's my Lewinsky joke.
That when you're summoning the peacock, are you doing that by yourself or by the presence of others as well?
But not. I'm not trying to hide it.
No.
I'm just trying to be somewhere safe, somewhere I can do.
Yeah, the best place would probably be the docks then.
I go to the docks. Summon my giant peacock.
By the way, I need to go visit one shop before we leave.
Yeah.
One shot.
I like to find somewhere that will sell potions and other magic items.
Potions, that would be the vial and brew apothecary.
I'll go there.
Can I join you?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
And you see...
Wait,
I'll take a look.
Sorry. The vial group was that the place we robbed?
Yeah.
I cast... No, wait. Could they see through disguises? No.
No, that was the judge.
I cast Disguise Self and turn into Scrawny Blake.
Cool.
Do they do magic items? Is this the town with people in the gorilla and the...
Yeah.
Cool.
I
want to visit her then quickly.
Okay, that would be the Exalted Corner. Why can't I find...
Is this the Planet of the Apes place?
Oh shit! By the way, what does Puddles look like again?
What?
What does Puddles look like again?
Puddles look basically like a white-skinned infant with, and I mean actually white.
Yeah.
With like blue scales underneath his eyes and on top of his head and a tail behind him. And he floats around you like.
I'm gonna go ahead and buy. Well, actually, I assume I have something of a small outfit for him. Over the past month, I've certainly made some kind of outfit for Puddles.
Yeah, certainly. And it looks in the same style as well as the dress you're wearing.
Yes.
So that you can see.
Yeah.
So you'll be in a peacock dress with a peacock, Puddles on a peacock.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, we are representing tonight.
Again, trifecta.
Yeah. Peacocks have to die for this.
So you enter the Violent Brewery apothecary.
Yeah. Just before we go in, I have 2 potions.
Yeah.
And I pour them into other bottles.
Yes.
Because I just remembered.
Yeah, you don't actually know what...
No, exactly. I don't know what they do, but also we stole them from this place.
Right.
So I just thought, we just probably need to pour them. So I pour them into some other bottles that aren't their bottles.
Cool. Beryl, and then you are in the disguise of Blake.
Yeah.
Cool. You enter and you see Odin standing behind his desk as usual. Yes.
Excuse me.
Oh, greetings.
I came across this bottle on one of my travels, but I don't know what it is. Could you look at it for me?
Yeah, sure.
It's the one with the black and crimson smoke inside.
Oh boy. It's not something you can drink. That's all my capabilities. No.
You don't know what it is?
No.
All right. Well,
Did you try and have a sip of it? I don't know.
I don't think that's a good idea, but I'll take it then.
Hi there. Hi. I'd like to buy some healing potions, please.
Certainly. That would be, I believe, 50 gold pieces a pop.
Well, yeah. Do you have any of the really good ones? Some that really kick butt.
Kick butt, you say?
Sort of the opposite of what they
Again, I only have 2 potions left.
And all in your entire shop?
Of the common healing potions.
I'll take both of those.
Okay, the rest was stone, unfortunately.
Oh, wow. Why? How?
I don't know. Tieflings.
Oh, they're fuckers. Never trust a tiefling. They're little sketchy folks.
I wouldn't go as far as that.
I'm saying, I feel like we have. It doesn't even feel like my country anymore. There's just tieflings everywhere. I'd say we build a wall to that country that they're from.
Okay, if you won't have that talk, you can do it outside.
I'm sorry.
Let's see. I don't actually know what the prices are for these items.
By the way, my name's Scrawny Blake, and I'm a renowned racist.
With your heritage?
Well, it takes one to know one.
Essentially, it's like, well, each is own. Be 250.
Why is it half the bar?
When it's potions, they are half. I believe it's potion scrolls because there's a sample price list here.
I think I'll still take the two common.
Yes.
Also, if you could you identify these two potions for me? I take out two. Well, one has it's muddy brown with chunks.
Yeah.
And one is bright purple and reflective.
Yes. Okay.
The 100 gold.
The brown bottle, or the one with the brown content, dips a finger in and puts down his tongue. It's like, and you can see a piece of tree bark forms around the tip of his tongue. This, I believe, is a potion of barkskin.
This is the brown one?
Yes. It's very effective if you're not wearing armor.
Okay.
And then the other one you said?
Mm-hmm.
1 moment, and he takes out a vial, clenches his palate.
That's very good.
And you see something whiskers form around his nose, a potion of
polyjuice potion.
A potion of animal transformation.
Animal transformation use. This is the purple one.
Yeah.
Very good.
It can be used just by pouring the content on a creature, but it's more potent if they actually drink the whole thing.
You can turn into any animal?
The effect will be random.
Well,
and again, as I said, the duration will be far longer if they actually drink it. Well, do I have a hankering for fish all of a sudden? Never mind. Here you go.
And here's your 100 gold with an extra 5 for your help.
Very kind, sir.
Yeah, that's
You're
me.
never racist, but very kind.
That's me, Scrawny Blake, generous racist.
Do you have a healer's kit?
Yes, certainly. I believe that will run you. I actually believe that's in the player's handbook. I believe it's 5 gold pieces or something weird like that.
But I will. Before we go to the party, I'd like to pour those. I have 3 potions. I have a bark skin, I have an animal transformation, and I have a cure poison.
Yeah,
5 TP.
Okay, yeah.
Because I think I just like to sort of have them with me.
Like an arsenal.
Yeah, basically, yeah. If there's there's somewhere I can sort of.
I think
store
it's common practice for nobles, for instance, to have a vial of cure poison with them.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, and because that box can come in handy in case something goes wrong. We're not wearing armor.
Yes.
Would there be any place to go to identify stuff like a wizard's guild?
Probably the Exalt Emporium.
Sorry, I'm a wizard.
Yes. Do you know what this potion is?
Sure.
Then what is it?
You see, it's not a potion. It's a bottle, but it's not a potion.
Do you know what's inside it?
Yeah, just let me check.
Well, make an Arcana check. Did you just unplug it? Or?
I mean, yeah.
Well, what?
What can I not take? Is it hard to unplug?
Again, you have to use a bit of force to unplug.
So, okay, what does it look like?
It looks almost like a greyish tinted glass, where inside swirls this crimson and black smoke around.
Okay, alright.
Like a vortex.
Sure. And when I shake it, what happens?
Nothing. The content remains the same, the constant, as if the bottle moves around it.
So this is because what happened now was that I said I unplugged it, and then the DM said, "Do you really do that?" And now I'm thinking, yeah, I guess I did. Yeah, I said I did it, so I did it.
Okay, where did you
open
it?
Fennian was not the only one to leave the party.
I mean, do we leave the potion shop? Barely?
I suppose we did, because I went in search for the...
So essentially just on the other side of the door.
But is what happened, we went out of the potion shop, I need to find the wizard's place. And they're like, I'm a wizard.
Yeah.
Is that what happened? So we're right outside the potion shop.
Thanks for listening. The intro music was by Philip Fischer, whereas the outro music was by Martin Kerr. The other pieces which are mentioned in the description down below were by Kevin MacLeod. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we hope to see you again in Dorkin.